What God cannot do does not exist. I'm making this video recording from Barcelona. My name is Abigail. I joined Nsppd this year around January or February. It was directed to me by a member of our church. I'm a pastor's wife. I want to thank God for what God is doing with Pastor Jerry. I don't know what the world would have been like without somebody like you. Thank you for honoring God by answering the call of God upon your life. Thank you for strengthening us. As pastors, most of us are drawing strength from the strength God has given to you. Thank you. My prayer life has never been the same again since I came in contact with this ministry. At a time in my life, I was thinking, how am I going to increase in my relationship with God more, because this land dries up everything you have. Thank you for answering the call of God upon your life that helps us to refill every day in our ministry. Thank you so much. In year 2017, I was battling with an affliction that's like rashes. It will scratch and scratch and scratch and scratch and scratch and scratch. Later, it will turn to boil. From boil, it will begin to bring pus and blood, pus and blood, pus and blood. I prayed, no, there's nothing. Went to the hospital, they only told me it's an infection, we should wash all our clothes with hot water, with heavy heat. We did all those ones. It never stopped. But the day I come across Nsppd, I can't remember the date, the man of God of the house put forth the word of knowledge, saying that there is somebody here that you have rashes. That rashes turn to boil. If you look at my body is full of patches. Later this boil will heal, and all my body is full of scars. I will be suffering, crying. Pain that comes with this boil is unbearable. But when the word of God came, since May, I have never seen any boil in my body again. The Lord healed me. I'm grateful to God. Pastor Jerry, God is using you wonderfully. I want to thank God for what God also did for my mother. My mother was thrown with the arrow of madness. My mother never sat at home, always going up and down with her business, making her money, going up and down. Suddenly, last year, this woman was behaving mad, scattering everything, throwing everything out. You shit in the parlor, you urinate, you tell you that she thought she was in the toilet. That was how this woman was doing. I was crying. I said, what a disgrace. How can I help this woman? I prayed. Nothing was working. But I thank God that today, as the word of God came, one day you prophesied and say, your mother was thrown arrow of madness. If you are the one, put it on the live stream. Immediately I shouted, I'm the one.
I don't know who you are. Arrow of insanity struck your mother. Shabalababa. You used to manage it, but right now she's very violent. And you are wondering what has gone wrong. Marabasa, by the power that raised Jesus from the dead, I decree, let it be reversed by fire.
My mother has become better. My mother is well. I thank God the word of God came and she was restored. I want to thank God for what God is doing with Pastor Jerry. Anybody that wants to believe, let him believe. Anyone who doesn't want to believe, let him not believe. But I have tested and seen that God is with you. Anybody that is making arguments, he had better believe. May God continue to bless you. I want you to know that no man made you, and no man can break you. Another man of God said that God is going to raise up young ministers, that anybody that speak evil against them and fight against them, God say he will kill them. So I want you to know that God is watching over you, that nobody can break you and nobody can destroy you. God have already given you everything you need to do the work he has called you to do.